the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Philippine Navy monitors Chinese research vessel near Palawan. South Cotabato launches 9th batch of former rebels deradicalization program. Government expects to set maximum SRP of pork by end of the month. Campaign period begins today.
Hello to everyone, especially to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo in Quezon City. Today is Tuesday, February 11, and this is AFP Committee News, your source for the updates on the armed forces and other developments across the country. I am Rofh Suzon-Abay, here to bring you today's story.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
For the brief overview of our news, the Philippine Navy swiftly responded to the presence of the Chinese research vessel Lanhai 101, detected navigating within eastern Palawan waters. The Littoral Monitoring Station Melville identified and challenged the vessel, prompting its crew to explain that adverse sea conditions forced them to reroute through the area. They assured compliance with innocent passage rights and planned to exit near Coron, Palawan. To ensure maritime security, the Western Command deployed BRP Andres Bonifacio and BRP Melchor Aquino to escort the vessel.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
South Cotabato officially launched the 9th batch of the former rebels deradicalization and reintegration program at the Kapayapaang Angat Center, Tantangan, South Cotabato. Governor Reynaldo Tamayo Jr., alongside the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, spearheaded the initiative to rehabilitate and reintegrate former rebels into society through skills training, livelihood assistance, and psychosocial support. Brigadier General Andres Santos, the commander of the 1st Mechanized Infantry Brigade, urged the former rebels to embrace the opportunity for a new and peaceful life. This program is part of the government's enhanced comprehensive local integration program aimed at dismantling insurgent networks and fostering long-term peace and stability in conflict-affected areas.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more from Leonor about 7th Howitzer Platoon joins Lacan Fun Shoot for Skill and Camaraderie.
Personnel from the 7th Howitzer Platoon Alpha Battery, 6th Field Artillery, Deadly Accurate Battalion actively participated in the Lacan Fun Shoot in Magtimbang Dato Angal, Magtimbang Maguindanao del Sur. It was organized by the 1st Mechanized Infantry Lacan Battalion Armored Division. The event provided an opportunity to enhance marksmanship, concentration, and precision while fostering discipline, sportsmanship, and teamwork. The friendly competition strengthened camaraderie among participants and it's reinforced their commitment to excellence in their respective units. This is Leonor Tanap reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development Region 2 distributed financial assistance and relief packs to 71 CAFGU active auxiliary members of the 7th Infantry Battalion at the headquarters Barangay Bangaglalo, Cagayan. Under the Assistance to Individuals in Crisis Situation Program, DSWD Regional Director Lucia Suyu Alan personally handed over the aid, and she recognized the CAA's role in supporting the military's peacekeeping efforts in the province. This initiative follows a previous distribution aid to 69 CAAs in September 2024 and marks the first cycle of ICE's assistance for 2025. Director Alan reaffirmed DSWD's commitment in supporting those who contribute to peace and security.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Local government units of Maguindanao del Sur voluntarily surrendered 7 high-powered firearms to the 19th Infantry Battalion at the headquarters Barangay Cabengi, Datu, Saudi Ampatuan yesterday. The turnover ceremony attended by 6th Infantry Division Commander Brigadier General Donald Gumiran, included the presentation of firearms such as two 50 caliber Barrett sniper rifles, two 7.62 sniper rifles, an M14 rifle, an M16 rifle, and an M203 grenade launcher tube. He also welcomed the increasing trust of communities in peace efforts and emphasized the collaborative role of the 6th ID and other agencies in ensuring a peaceful and orderly 2025 elections. Colonel Edgar Catu, the commander of the 601st Infantry Brigade, highlighted also that the surrender supports the small arms and light weapons management program.
Armed Forces Radio.
And more updates from Gina. 48IB Maramag LGU hold first ever business forum to strengthen security and development.
Yes, Rofh, the Bravo Company of the 48th Infantry Battalion, in partnership with the local government unit of Maramag, successfully hosted the first ever business forum in Maramag, Bukidnon yesterday. The forum gathered 25 business stakeholders to discuss security measures, corporate social responsibility, and collaboration to support peace and development efforts. The event is part of the battalion's massive awareness campaign aimed at preventing communist terrorist group influence. This initiative marks a significant step in securing an insurgency-free Bukidnon. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gina.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
8 Kampilan troopers were honored with gold, silver, and bronze cross medals, while 2 enlisted personnel received plaques of recognitions during the 6th Infantry Division flag raising ceremony at Camp Shonko, Awang, Maguindanao del Norte. Brigadier General Donald Gumiran, the 6th ID and Joint Task Force Central Commander, led the ceremony alongside Colonel Glenn Loreto Caballero, the Acting Chief of Staff. Among the awardees, Tactical Sergeant Phil Christy Paculio topped the Philippine Army Sergeant Major course, while Staff Sergeant Ronel Baula achieved a perfect score in the physical fitness test. Following their ceremony, wounded personnel medals were awarded to Corporal Henry Dayota and PFC Marjun Horilla at the Camp Shonko Station Hospital.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. justified the importing 4,000 metric tons of onions amid criticism that doing so would hurt farmers. Chu Laurel explained that there is a 7,000 metric tons deficit in onion supply for this month. He said his decision merely sought to address the dwindling supply. The agriculture chief also cited that prices of onions in the market are rising, so they need to take action.
Armed Forces Radio.
From NOLCOM, let us hear some information from Joanne about PMA to highlight alumni achievements in Grand Homecoming on February 15.
The Philippine Military Academy, or PMA, will highlight the achievements of its alumni during the PMA Grand Alumni Homecoming on February 15, 2025. PMA Public Affairs Office Acting Chief Major Clive Lebin said that the contributions of PMA graduates in various fields will be recognized. The host classes for this year's Grand Alumni Homecoming are the classes ending in 5 and 0. Major Clive Lebin said that based on the number of attendees in the previous homecoming, the PMA is expecting about 1,700 alumni to attend. He assured that security is already in place for the said occasion. The PMA Alumni Association Incorporated has invited Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation Chairperson and CEO Alejandro Tenco as the guest of honor and speaker. PMA will also be closed to the public on February 15 to give way for the Grand Alumni Homecoming. This is John Sagauk reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Juan from NOLCOM.
DWDD National News.
On the other hand, Department of Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. said that the study on the possible implementation of a maximum suggested retail price for pork is expected to be concluded by the end of the month. Chu Laurel explained that they are currently studying and digging deep into the value chain of pork so that they could determine whether or not there is profiteering. He added that if they have identified there is profiteering, then the agency would implement an MSRP. The DA launched a study on implementing MSRP levels for pork since prices have been consistently high around 480 pesos per kilogram for belly or liempo, and 420 pesos for leg or pigi.
DWDD National News.
Oil companies lowered the prices of gasoline and diesel by 10 centavos per liter. Meanwhile, kerosene prices will be reduced by 30 centavos. Local oil industry sources cited the oil market reaction to United States President Donald Trump's planned imposition of tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China as one of the reasons for the rollback. Since the start of the year, the price of gasoline has gone up by 3 pesos and 25 centavos per liter, diesel by 3 pesos and 55 centavos, and kerosene by 2 pesos and 60 centavos.
Armed Forces Radio.
From Solcom, let's hear from Jess about 31st IB leads successful medical mission in Salvacion, Daraga, Albay.
Yes, Rofh. In a remarkable display of unity and public service, a large-scale medical mission was successfully conducted at Malabog National High School in Barangay Salvacion, Daraga, Albay yesterday, February 10, 2025. Spearheaded by the MNHS alumni in the 31st Infantry Charge Battalion, 90 Infantry Spear Division, Philippine Army, the initiative was made possible through the collective efforts of various government agencies, including the Albay Provincial Health Office, Camp Elias Angeles Station Hospital, Daraga Rural Health Unit, Philippine National Police, Philippine Coast Guard, and the Philippine Navy. The mission provided much-needed medical services to the students, teachers, and local residents, offering free general, optical, and dental checkups as well as free medicines and haircuts. More than 500 individuals benefited from the initiative, reinforcing the commitment of both military and civilian sectors to improving public health and strengthening community ties. This is Jess from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jess from Solcom.
DWDD National News.
For other national news, campaigning for those running for senator and party list group officially begins today. COMELEC Chairperson George Irvin Garcia stressed the need to adhere to the usage of common poster areas. He also emphasized the need to use biodegradable and recyclable campaign materials. Garcia explained that the campaign period is not a guarantee to violate environmental laws and that he will not hesitate to disqualify a candidate or file charges.
DWDD National News.
The 7-month Commission on Elections, or COMELEC Angbang, is now complete after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. named the 2 career officials as new commissioners. This comes after the mandatory retirement of Commissioners Socorro Inteng and Marlon Casquejo. The new commissioners are COMELEC Legal Department Chief Maria Norina Tangaro Casingal and COMELEC Region 1 Director Noli Pipo. They will assume their respective posts in an interim capacity. COMELEC Chairperson George Irvin Garcia confirmed Casingal and Pipo's appointment.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more from El Joy of 1st CRG about 3rd Mechanized Battalion inspects livelihood projects, inspire community through gift-giving activity in San Jose, Tarlac.
Yes, Rofh, the 3rd Mechanized Infantry Makatarungan Battalion under the operational control of the 702nd Infantry Brigade 7th Infantry Division Philippine Army visited Sitio Tangan-Tangan, Barangay Maamot, San Jose, Tarlac to inspect and supervise the ongoing livelihood projects of the local people's organization, the Tangan-Tangan Abiling Tribe Organization. The visit aims to assess the progress and sustainability of the Nito handicraft making and goat racing livelihood projects granted by the government to the said people's organization. As part of the visit, a gift-giving and feeding activity was also conducted in partnership with various stakeholders, non-government organizations, and private sectors entities, including Empyrean Construction Corporation, Touching Hearts Healing Hands Foundation, JVP Bread King Corporation, Pilmico, Victorian Mula sa Puso Foundation, and the Provincial Health Office of Tarlac. The activity was marked by the distribution of essential goods such as assorted groceries, bread packs and cookies, trays of eggs, clothing and pair of slippers, vitamins and medicines, Pale and Deeper, as well as special treat of fast food meals for the children and members of the Tangan-Tangan Abiling Tribe Association. The beneficiaries expressed their heartfelt gratitude for the support performing a traditional dance as a gesture of appreciation. The 3rd Mechanized Infantry Battalion remains committed to empowering indigenous communities through sustainable livelihood programs while fostering peace and development in its area of operations. This is Meldrin Nesho Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Maljoyo, First CRG.
DWDD National News.
For other development stories, the provincial government has resumed its feeding program for Canlaon volcano evacuees in 3 localities in Negros Occidental. Provincial Social Welfare Development Officer Chiqui Gonzalez said that the second round of food assistance covers about 6,000 evacuees. They are in evacuation centers in the cities of Bago, La Carlota, and La Castellana town. La Castellana has the highest number of evacuees at 4,511, followed by La Carlota City at 1,213 and Bago City with 76.
DWDD National News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has appointed Luis Minrado Pangulayan as Interim Commissioner of the Civil Service Commission. Pangulayan replaces Aileen Lourdes Lizada. Prior to this appointment, Pangulayan was a director of the Career Executive Service Board, while at the CESB, Pangulayan can currently serve as Undersecretary of the Department of Agrarian Reform.
Forces Radio.
Let's hear a report on the ground about 61st IB Iloilo PSWDO grant financial aid to former rebel. Go for the details, siya.
Yes, Rofh, the 61st Infantry Hunter Battalion in partnership with the Iloilo Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office awarded financial assistance to a former rebel at the Iloilo Provincial Capital yesterday. Alias Berlin H.L. Gio Noel of the dismantled Regional Centro de Gravidad of Comiteng Rehiyon, Panay, received 5,000 pesos under the Assistance of Individuals in Crisis Situation Program of the Development of Social and Development. This initiative reflects the Philippine Army's ongoing collaboration with government agencies to support former rebels and promote peace under the whole of government and whole of nation approach in ending local communist armed conflict. This is Shain Araneta reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Shaina.
Forces Radio.
On the other line, let's hear more from Mike about 38 IB marks 50th anniversary with fanshoot.
The 38th Infantry Weekler Battalion celebrated its 50th founding anniversary with a fan shoot at its headquarters in Barangay Cablon, Tupi, South Cotabato. The event strengthened camaraderie, teamwork, and marksmanship among personnel from various line companies. Headquarters and Headquarters Halicar Service Company merged as the overall champion. Beyond competition, the fan shoot showcased the unit's commitment to professional excellence, unity, and spread core. This is Mike reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mike.
DWDD National News.
The National Economic and Development Authority reported that the country's unemployment rate dropped to 3.1% in December of last year. This is the lowest since 2005. DOLE Secretary Bienvenido Laguesma highlighted that the investments sealed by President Bongbong Marcos during foreign trips and discussions with businessmen from other countries have significantly contributed to the country's workforce. Around 200,000 additional jobs were generated due to these investments.
DWDD National News.
The Bureau of Immigration's campaign against child exploitation is making headway with a notable decline in the number of foreign sex offenders attempting to enter the country. Immigration Commissioner Joel Anthony Viado attributed the effectiveness of their campaign to the joint efforts of government offices involved in investigating and arresting pedophiles and traffickers. Viado said the BI barred 137 foreign nationals from entering the country in 2024 for being registered sex offenders compared to 169 in 2023. He also emphasized that the decline shows the government's commitment to continue to shut doors to these predators and sex offenders.
Armed Forces Radio.
From Palawan, more updates from June about Westcom mobilizes forces for humanitarian aid amid flooding in Palawan.
In response to severe flooding caused by the shearline weather phenomenon, the Western Command has activated its joint task forces to assist affected residents in Puerto Princesa City and nearby areas. Units from JTF Peacock, JTF Trident West, JTF iCare, and Naval Forces West have been deployed to provide critical support. Westcom's joint forces have been conducting evacuation operations, rescuing residents from inundated barangays and transporting them to safe evacuation centers. Military vehicles are navigating flooded roads to ensure timely delivery of essential supplies such as food, water, and medical aid. Vice Admiral Alfonso F. Torres Jr., Westcom Commander, assured that the safety and welfare of the residents remain the top priority, and the command will continue efforts to stabilize the situation in coordination with local authorities. Westcom is committed to ongoing relief and support until the flood impact is fully addressed. And that's the latest update. This is Private Pelayo reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Juns Pelayo from Palawan.
Armed Forces Radio.
And more updates from Mars about MBLT-1 rescues kidnapping victim in Zamboanga City.
Yes, Rofh personnel from the 1st Marine Company, Marine Battalion Landing Team 1, rescue a 17-year-old female victim from an attempted abduction while conducting a mobile patrol along Tala Diversion Road, Barangay Lumbangan, Zamboanga City. The Marines noticed a white motorcycle with a female passenger screaming for help. Sensing distress, they followed the vehicle, prompting the suspect to change direction and flee. The Marines immediately brought her to safety and later turned her over to Police Station 4 in Barangay Colyanan to file a report. This is Mars reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mars.
DWDD National News.
A total of 1,076 fire victim families in National Capital Region, particularly in the cities of Parañaque, Muntinlupa, and Manila, were the latest beneficiaries of the financial aid from the National Housing Authority. NHA General Manager Hoeben Taith said that the financial aid was part of the agency's Emergency Housing Assistance Program. Under the EHAB, the NHA provides financial assistance to identified families affected by calamities such as typhoons, fires, earthquakes, and floods. Over the weekend, the NHA distributed the cash aid to 527 families from San Andres and Tondo, Manila that were also hit by fire.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that concludes today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, especially to our audience on AFP Radio, DWDD's Facebook page. Be sure to join and catch us again tomorrow for more stories and updates, same time and same station. Once again, this is Rofh Suzon-Abay for AFP Committee News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.